G'day guys, Hussy from First National Real Estate, and I'm here with a lovely Donna from Donna Fuchs Conveyancing. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Huss.
Now, I've been dealing with Donna since I started real estate, which was about 8 years ago. She's really good at what she does. She knows all the ins and outs. So if you are thinking of buying or selling, she's the one to go to in terms of your legal side of things. Now, Donna, as I said, if I am looking at purchasing a home, first home buyer, or I'm looking at selling, never sold before, what should I be looking out for?
First up, you're going to be looking for somebody that's going to help you through the transaction because, you know, it is one of the most stressful experiences you can go through. So you want someone that's going to hold your hand through the transaction and make it as comfortable as possible.
Absolutely.
Someone that knows what they're doing. So it's really important to find a good conveyancer. Basically, when you're looking at the home, you're looking at it through rose-coloured glasses. You're going in there, you're picturing your furniture, how well it's going to look, what your investment's going to do. So then you need somebody to bring you back to earth and go through the legal side of it to make sure that you are getting what you're expecting.
And how important is that?
It's crucial because the last thing you want is to complete the purchase only to find there's an issue with building, leaking showers, termites or something like that that could add a lot of cost.
And there are things, obviously, if you're from a buyer's point of view, if you're going around the house, well, you can see the house cosmetically, but you don't know what's behind the wall.
Definitely, yeah. And you've got to go into it with your eyes open because in a lot of the market we're selling at the moment are established homes, not brand new. You've got to put it into perspective with what you're buying. You're buying an older house. There's going to be things wrong with it. Hopefully they're just cosmetic things, a coat of paint, a bit of carpet or something like that. But you need to delve a little bit deeper to make sure that there's nothing substantial that's going to be wrong with it, that's going to create a bit of buyer's remorse afterwards.
Absolutely, that's the last thing that you want.
Definitely.
Especially if you're a first home buyer, it is a big deal dealing with conveyancers. It could be solicitors at the same time, which I'll touch on that in a moment. And you know, it's a big transaction if you've never done it before. Now, I get asked a lot, actually often, what's the difference between a solicitor and a conveyancer, and who should I go with? What would you say to that?
Well, you've got to go with someone you're comfortable with to start with. Conveyancers only study property law. So we can't help a purchaser with wills, estates, litigation, family law or anything like that. You definitely need to see a solicitor for that. But when we only do property law, we're good at it. We know what we're doing. We know what inspections you should be looking at. We know the modern technology. We're basically up to date with the way it needs to be addressed.
Fantastic.
You're still covered by the same protections. We still have our fidelity funds and our professional indemnity insurances and things like that.
So I don't need, as a buyer out there, I do not need a solicitor just because it's a solicitor to act on my behalf. A conveyancer will do just as good a job,
fine.
But you specialise in property.
Definitely. I've been doing this job now for over 30 years, showing my age. I've worked for solicitors in the past, I've worked for conveyancers in the past, and I have my own business now. And really, I'm doing exactly the same thing that I have done all the way through, looking after clients.
Well, there you have it. Donna said it herself. I'll attach Donna's details in the link below. Should you have any questions for Donna, she'll be more than happy to assist with anything you may have. Thank you for joining us.
Just one other point. A lot of people don't know that conveyancing is actually going into the modern era at the moment.
And that is?
We're getting very tech savvy, and settlements, instead of the old paper settlement where we had agents and banks and conveyancers attending settlement, handing over title deeds and discharges and things, everything's going electronic on a what we call the PEXA platform. So it's the new era of conveyancing. And it's very exciting.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
We've been doing a lot of electronic settlements. I think getting very close to the point where if you don't do electronic, you won't be doing conveyancing.
Oh wow, really?
It streamlines everything. It's quicker, safer. So
and I think that's the way it should be.
Definitely,
because that's the way we're moving to. I mean, even in real estate, it's the same. It's the same thing. You have to change. You have to evolve. That's exciting news for you guys.
Well, often, like what happens at a settlement. Say somebody forgets to turn up or a check's written incorrectly or something like that, settlement may not happen, and
That's the last thing you need.
It's the last thing you need, because you've got people with their removalists ready to move in. Everybody's banking on settlement taking place, especially if it's a Friday afternoon. You know, all the plans are to move over the weekend. With an electronic settlement, there can't be mistakes like that, because it won't accept the settlement.
Yep.
Everything's checked like on an hourly basis, basically. And if there is an issue with the final inspection or something, it's pushed back for half an hour until it happens, and that keeps happening throughout the day until that settlement takes place. Yeah,
that's great. That's great to know, even for us as real estate agents,
definitely
to relay that information on to clients, which I'm sure
it also helps with the money going to the client after settlement, you know, for the balance of the proceeds.
Yep.
Those funds are in their bank account that day and
right
clear,
away.
instead of having to wait for a cheque to return. It's good.
That'll please a lot of people.
Yes.
I could tell you
and
that.
for purchasers, they're registered on title as soon as settlement takes place, not having to wait. Yeah. There's even a little app they can use to watch their settlement take place. Well, there you
go. Life is getting much easier, if it already isn't, in regards to buying a property, if you're dealing with the right people. Donna, thank you so much again for joining us.
Thank you.
As mentioned, I'll attach Donna's details below. Should you have any questions, she'll be more than happy to assist. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.